Today's princess tutorial, it is our Lotus Warrior Princess tutorial. This one's dye number 1428 from mariatretodiyco. So let's get started. So we have yellow for our top layer, blue for our second layer. We have white for the flower. And then I did this teal color for the comb. Then we have two tails. I'm doing the maroon dark color for the longer tail. I'm doing the teal one for the shorter tail. So now that we have everything on here, we're gonna roll it through our Sizzix Big Shot Plus. This is a bigger die, so you do need the Sizzix Big Shot Plus, the one that is 9 inches. And now I'm gonna roll it through to get everything cut out. Okay. Rolled everything through. Let me get it set up. Here we have everything cut out, so let's start assembling our bow. Let's start off with our first layer, which is this yellow one here. We're going to add hot glue to the middle and bring these two towards the center. They're going to meet in the middle. They're not going to overlap. Like this. Here is our first layer. Do the same thing with the second layer. Add hot glue to the middle. Bring this one this way and press down. If you guys are just starting watching my Fairytale collection series, we have 14 princesses. I'm doing all the tutorials. I have been posting a new tutorial every single day. And I think we're on day, I forgot what day we're on, but lots of tutorials on my account. I also do have a Loveaway going. So if you haven't seen the pin video, definitely check out the pin video to be entered into my Loveaway. I'll be giving away all the bows that I made during the tutorials, which is going to be 13 princesses. I'm going to give it away to one lucky person. So if you haven't entered the Loveaway, definitely go check it out. It is pinned on the top of my TikTok profile. And to be entered, you have to comment on that video on TikTok. Okay, so there goes our tails. We have our first loop and our second loop. Now let's do our cute little, our comb. So I like setting it up where this big piece goes in the middle and you kind of follow the curve. So in the back, you kind of follow the curve. So we're gonna add hot glue to this part here, here, and there. And then we're gonna glue it on top. And then we're gonna press down. So we're looking like this. Okay, so next one to do is glue down our biggest layer. So I'm gonna add hot glue here. Glue this one down here. And I'm gonna glue my yellow layer on top. So add hot glue here. And put that one on top. Next we do our cute centerpiece, which is the comb. And we're gonna need an elevation piece to make sure that it doesn't smush our layers. So here's our cute centerpiece. Now obviously we don't want to smush our layers. We have that gap there. So I'm going to use this skinny one here for my elevation piece. So I'm going to grab a skinny one. You want to make sure one's thicker and one's skinnier. So when we put this one on top, it's going to hide that one, okay? So let's put hot glue here and we're going to fold over to the width, like this width here, okay? So like that. And we're going to keep on folding over. So we get to the height that we need. So our layers will be nice and fluffy and they won't be smushed. Okay, so I rolled this much. I'm gonna put it here and figure out if that's the height that I like. And it is. So we're gonna add hot glue here and end it off and gonna cut off what we don't need. So I'm gonna press down. I'm gonna cut off what I don't need. Chop it off. Okay, so now here I have my elevation piece. I'm gonna glue it down to the middle. So I'm gonna add hot glue here. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way here. Because my piece is like wide, so I want to make sure it's that way. Then I'm going to grab this piece here. It's going to be my center strip. I'm going to add hot glue back here. And glue this down. Add hot glue, press down. Make sure it's nice and stuck on there. So wrap it all the way around. So here, we're going to add hot glue. And then we're gonna add hot glue to the other side and hot glue here. Then I'm gonna wrap it all the way around. So I do like holding this piece here for it won't move on me, and then secure it all the way around. And then we're gonna press down to make sure it's nice and stuck. go this way. We're gonna go to the back and we're gonna cut off what we don't need. So obviously it's too long. Cut off what we don't need. We don't need that. Okay, next we're gonna do is we're gonna glue our cute little comb to the middle. So I'm gonna add hot glue here. Since it's glitter on glitter, regular hot glue works fine. And then position this right to the center of my bow. And I'm gonna press down. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and stuck on there. So we're looking like this. Look how cute it is. So all we have left to do is attach our alligator clip with teeth. All the ones I'm doing today are, for the tutorial series, are 3.5 inches. So I'm using a 60mm alligator clip. So you can see here, this is the die number 1428. 3.5 is the size. So we do have it available in all the sizes, starting from 3.5 all the way to 5 inches. So this one's going to be like between here and here. I like going to use a 60mm alligator clip. So here it is. I have my line with 1/4 inch ribbon and I cut it to 4.5 inches. So we're going to flip our bow over. We're going to add hot glue to the back of our alligator clips. If you're wondering where I get my alligator clips from, I get them from mariatretodiyco as well. She has nice, strong, reinforced alligator clips. They're really good quality. So if you're looking for clips, go check them out on the website. So to hold this down, make sure it's nice and stuck. I'm going to bring this little piece to the middle. Make sure it doesn't cover up the teeth. It does not, which is perfect. Let's add some hot glue here. Open it up and let's bring it towards the middle. Hold down for a second, make sure it's nice and stuck. Then we're gonna bring our 1/4 inch ribbon to the inside of our alligator clip. We're gonna add hot glue here and bring this towards the middle. And then I like getting my X-Acto and then rubbing it to make sure it's nice and stuck on there. So here is our completed Lotus Warrior bow. It is die number 1428 from mariatretodiyco. Come back tomorrow for a new princess tutorial. We're doing 13 princess tutorials and a new princess will be featured tomorrow. Follow for more tutorials.